Australia's skilled migration rules have shifted again. From July 1, 2025, the TSMIT rose to $76,515 reshaping sponsorship costs and pathways. This changes the game for employers and migrants alike. Here's what you need to know right now. The temporary skilled migration income threshold increased from $73,150 to $76,515, a 4.6% rise indexed to wages across Australia. Nominations lodged on or after 1 July 2025 must meet the new threshold. Earlier nominations retain the old threshold. There are two core concepts: TSMIT and annual market salary rate. The binding minimum is the higher of the two. What are the impact of these changes to employers? Budget and headcount. The higher threshold means higher salary baselines per sponsored position, affecting which roles are viable for sponsorship. Direct costs. TSMIT increase adds roughly $3,365 per sponsored worker per year, plus higher visa fees for nominations lodged after the 1st of July 2025. Strategic planning. Employers must reassess payroll forecasts for 3 to 5 years, considering long-term sponsorship commitments and potential regional pathways. Auditing the pipeline. Some roles previously sponsored at 73,000 Australian dollars may no longer align with budget or market rates. Reconsider which roles stay on the sponsorship list. AMSR necessity. Employers must document the market rate for each role, location, and industry to justify offers that meet or exceed the higher threshold. Now let's look at the other side. What are these changes means for migrants? Competition intensifies. Higher thresholds can reduce the number of sponsored positions overall, increasing the competition for each offer. Pathway diversification. Migrants should pursue multiple options. Regional sponsorship, 494. Direct skilled pathways, 189. And state programs, to reduce reliance on a single sponsor. Credential value. Building in-demand skills, certifications, and professional memberships becomes more critical to attract sponsors willing to invest at higher salary levels. Timing advantage. Securing offers before a given sponsor's AMSR data is updated can help, but AMSR evidence must still support the offer. Compliance readiness. Migrants should gather documentation of market salaries and be prepared to demonstrate AMSR alignment during applications. The salary must satisfy 3 conditions for salaries under 250,000 Australian dollars. Exceed TSMIT, exceed AMSR, and pay the higher of the two. If AMSR exceeds 76,515 Australian dollars, pay AMSR. If AMSR is lower, TSMIT binds. AMS rationale. AMSR is derived from market data for similar roles, locations, and industries, ensuring fair wages for Australian workers and protecting against underpayment. How to determine AMSR? If there's an equivalent Australian worker, use their salary as AMSR. If no equivalent worker, reference awards or enterprise agreements relevant to the role. If neither exists, base AMSR on at least 2 sources: job outlook data, recent job ads, remuneration surveys, and written advice from unions or professional bodies. Key takeaways for employers: model 3 to 5-year payroll, review nomination pipelines, update AMSR documents, ensure compliance systems, and consider timing. For migrants, secure offers early, diversify pathways, build credential value, and document market salaries. Expect ongoing indexation, evolving occupational lists, and a regional emphasis in policy design. Staying informed and planning strategically will help both sides navigate the changes. For a more comprehensive content on our topic for today, you can read our posts. Link is on the description. Think visa can map your best path under the new thresholds? Contact us for a confidential consultation to plan your next move with confidence.